Hello, hello, hello. So it's Wednesday. Hey, Tiffany. Hi, Anna. So it's Tuesday, and I just wanted to come on and hi, Miss Barbara. I just wanted to come on and give a little Wednesday wisdom, is what I'm calling it. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please, because I always have that issue. So let me know if you can hear me. Happy Wednesday, Anna. Y'all can hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Tiffany. So I just kind of wanted to share, would it be in the middle of the week, what we call it hump day? Um, I wanted to just motivate you as I sit in my office, and every time I come into my office, I'm actually motivated because this is the space that I created. This is the space that I worked on for a very long time, not just for me, but for the clients, those who walk through my door. I wanted them to know that they're coming to the Shades of Blue project or Baby Cakes and Brunch, and they're coming into a space where they can feel comfortable, which is different. I got the lavender candle, the lavender and vanilla candle going, just that soothing mindset. And so while I was sitting here today, I thought about how yesterday was one of those days where working in mental health, where the days can become very heavy sometimes. And so I didn't stay in that space, but I was there for a while because, again, I mentioned when a mother loses a child, there really are no words that you can say. Um, you can just kind of offer your condolences, and then that be enough. Um, a lot of times, we have to learn to show up without actually using words. And I want to explain that because you don't always have to say things. Actions speak louder than words. That's the best way I can say that. When people need something, they really need you to show up more than they need words sometimes. I believe that we have to start showing up more for people so that they really understand and are clear that we do have their back. And so that's a lot of what motivates us. We're all out there looking for something, believe it or not, or those who don't want to admit it. We're all out there looking for something. And today I want to encourage you to just keep pushing. And you may hear that from somebody else, but start telling yourself to keep pushing. Make goals. You can make plans. Don't be upset when they don't go the way you want them to. So set goals and then set goals to achieve those goals and then just work it. I believe that once you put things out into the atmosphere, things start to happen. And that's the biggest part of all of this is you want to put it out there. If you say you're going to do something, do it. But do all the necessary steps to make it happen. So while you're doing it, believe me, there are going to be some things that are going to come up. Be prepared to lose some things. And when I say things, that includes people, because everybody is not designed and everybody is not set up to take the journey with you. So if you have big, great plans, believe me, you're going to lose some things along the way, period. And that's the realness of it. And if you don't hear that enough, I'm telling you that there, and anytime you're going higher, if you're not losing, you're not really going higher. That's just that's the realness of this thing. Um, and that's the big part. And when we watch these people talk about all this success, and a lot of times they'll talk about the loss. And if you only hear about the success and all the big great things and never hear about the losses, then you get out here and you fail because bad things happen and you feel like I ain't doing it right. This ain't working. She didn't say nothing about this. And so let me tell you, there are going to be losses, but there are going to be gains that outweigh that loss. And that's why you got to keep pushing. Your destiny is waiting on you. That's the simple is way to put that. Is that you control all of this. Nobody else controls anything that is going to happen to you but you. It's about the decisions that we make. It's about the way we push through the good and the bad decisions. Because good decisions don't always be good decisions. Bad decisions don't always be bad decisions because actually bad decisions can lead to great things. So you got to keep that in mind. Is that when things don't work out, that don't mean you quit. I really wish that people would stop saying when something bad happens, well, that's a sign. It's not a sign for you to quit. It's a sign for you to go back to the drawing board, work on some things, learn some things, and keep pushing. It is extremely hard to start over. It is. Don't ever stop doing something because it is extremely hard to build again. It is. And so when something becomes extremely hard to us, we usually just let it go and be like, yo, I'm not gonna do this no more. Like, yeah, that was a sign. That was a sign I shouldn't be doing it. And that's not what that is. So every bad thing that happens, you need to evaluate that. Figure out what you could have done better and then work on that. And then grow from that. All failures have a success behind them. You know how many times I failed? I've been an entrepreneur. I would actually say since kindergarten, since I used to sell my easy bake oven cakes to my friends. I was just saying. Um, I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time, and as an entrepreneur, I've gone back to somebody's 9 to 5 just to get my peace of mind. But I've used that 9 to 5 job payment to build my entrepreneur spirit, all my entrepreneur endeavors. You just kind of get to a point where you actually make up your mind on what you want to do and how you want it to be. And if you have a 9 to 5 right now and you want to be an entrepreneur, let me be the first to tell you is that you need to look at your job as a sponsor. And your goal is to find a even better sponsor that will take care of you and your business. That's how you got to look at that. So walking into your job and getting that paycheck, that's a sponsor. That's it. Everybody is a sponsor, even your job. Period. We can have okay. Nobody's dream comes true without other people. So there has to be jobs. There have to be people working them. Not everybody will have that entrepreneur spirit to run the company and have other people under them. Everybody is not designed that way. So we have to understand that. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, you would definitely have to take the good with the bad, the ugly and the pretty, the highs and the lows. You got to take all of that and put it together, drink it with your morning coffee, and keep pushing. Life is going to happen. All of these things that never you would have never even thought about are going to happen. But all you are required to do is keep pushing towards the goals you set for yourself. That is it. I cannot stress that enough. As we continue to keep pushing, there's going to be lots and lots of obstacles in your way. Again, they only come to make you better. I can tell you this make sure you connect with people who are on the same page as you, have the same fire as the same goals and outcome as you. Me personally, I kind of I look so much far ahead. Sometimes I have to put it in reverse and then come back to where I am and then go and peak a little bit more and be like, okay, these are the goals that I set. I've set so many goals for myself that when I do vision boards, my vision boards are for 5 years time. Because in all actuality, a lot of things don't happen in the first year, and if we set these big high expectation is within the first year, we get real disappointed and then again we quit. And if you logically set these goals, then you won't experience so much of the why did I do this? Why do I want to do this? And believe me, I ask myself why a lot of times. Actually, lately I have not. So that's a good thing. And so you learn that does not come overnight. I'm telling you, man, it does not. It is learned. It requires patience. All of this requires patience. Now, I will say that there are a lot of days that I'm thinking, what can I do better? I need to do more. I'm not doing enough. Even if I'm doing 10 things and 10 things are very effective, my mind is telling me that I should be doing more. Why haven't you done this? And why haven't you done that? And so that's the biggest part of being an entrepreneur, too. Your mind is always going as to how can I do this? When can I do this? I need to do that. I need to do that. And so all in the back and in the forefront of that is I'm just telling myself to keep pushing. When things don't work out and things don't go the way I want them to go, I just tell myself to keep pushing. And that's the basis of this Wednesday wisdom is nobody ever really just told me to keep pushing. Uh, a lot of people told me, well, it's a sign. There are a lot of signs. You ask God for signs all the time. Sometimes we look at the signs or we go around the signs. We duck and dodge the signs. So signs are signs, but it's all about how you take them. And so if somebody was actually pouring into me and giving me a little bit better advice when I first started out, I think I'd be a lot further along. So a lot of things I learned through trial and error. And because I didn't really have anybody per se just backing me on this whole thing, I know now how I need to pour into others. I need to push you. I need to tell you that it's going to be all right, but it's going to be hard. I need to tell you the good and the bad and not the glorious things all the time. Nobody wants to hear all the great things all the time. Let's be honest. I personally need to hear some of that bad stuff to make me be like, oh, you know what? That already happened to me. I get it. You know what? Bet I'm going to keep pushing. So that's what I wanted to do today. I feel like I need to do more videos where I am pouring into you. I have been out here in these shit. It is 2018. I've been an entrepreneur since like 99 on paper. That's a long time. I'm just saying. Like it's some things that I can teach you, some things that you can learn and take to that'll take you further. And I'm not sugarcoating anything to anybody because that's how we get caught up in and mesmerized by being a business owner and out here and we miss some things. And so I definitely want to be open to letting you know that all that glitter, no, there ain't no unicorn fairy tales going on behind the scenes. This is hard work. And what I want to end this video with is simply telling you, you're going to see a lot of posts from me. I have set the biggest goal, I think, as an entrepreneur thus far, and that is to create someone like me documentary. Period. This is big. And so, because it is so big, it's bigger than me. And so, all I can do is my part. And my part is to continue to bring awareness to what is currently going on with minority women and our health. I am what is it? One half of the statistic. I lost my daughter. I'm a black woman. She died after birth. So within that first year, we she was a statistic, and I didn't have any idea. Now, if I knew what I knew right now, oh my God, I think we would actually have some type of legal things going on because the things that I thought happened during that process are real clear to me right now. And so you will continue until someone like me documentary is complete done. You will continue lots and lots of posts from me because this is my passion. It is by the grace of God that I am still here living. And so I feel like it is my duty to inform you, if you are a minority woman, that you should, in giving birth or in childbearing years, that you have got to be aware of what is going on with your health and with your healthcare provider. And so the Someone Like Me documentary, it will not happen if I sit on my hands, if I'm afraid to post a million times. Again, prepare yourself. It will not happen if I just sit here and be affected by somebody not following me anymore or unfriending me. And I probably didn't even know you know way, so it don't matter. But I'm just saying, be prepared to continue to see lots and lots of Someone Like Me, because that documentary is going to happen by any means necessary. It is a must that we know what is going on in our healthcare system and why our women are dying at three times the rate and our babies are dying at two times the rate of their white counterparts. That is ridiculous. And that is something that we must address, and we must be very, very aware of it. So, again, my Wednesday wisdom is to keep pushing. Do not give up. Your time is coming. As long as you keep pushing, and moving forward and making things happen. So go out there, be great, do your thing. Tag me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to help in some kind of way. It's the same. Reciprocate. To those that are too much is given. That's you think about it. But it was you. If you wanted somebody to get on board with you, you gotta support. Support is a big part of pushing forward. So get out there and do some things and be great. And I'll, hey, I'm always saying, hit my inbox. Like I said, I need to do more live videos. I need to pour out knowledge and pour into people because it was something that I was lacking and something that I was missing. And again, if you watching this live video, I appreciate you. I really do. I can't express how much I appreciate people more than I ever have in the past. I appreciate every like, every follow, every share, because that's how we bring awareness. It's really simple. And so I appreciate all of you. And so right now I'm going to just say thank you. And I'm going to continue to say thank you, because without saying thank you, people don't know really how much you appreciate them. So I appreciate you all. And I'm thanking you now. And I'll continue to keep thanking you as long as you keep following me. So y'all have a good one. Remember, keep pushing.